We have seen so many games that will become hype in 2025, but for me, MMORPG is still the top tier games genre on mobile platforms. In this video, I would like to give the information about the new MMORPG that is really good in gameplay, graphic and visual. If you are looking for the most updated game channel, then you have to come to the right channel. Please be considered to subscribe to this channel to stay updated. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 MMORPG 2025, the best MMORPG to play in 2025 for Android and iOS. Rivalis Academia New Dawn. If you know this game, that means you are a veteran player who loves to play this game from a long time ago. I am pretty sure about it because as I remember, it was on PC and pretty popular back then. It's becoming one of the most played MMORPGs in the history. Right now, the developers are developing the game into mobile platforms. That's why the number of the players who are participating in the testing is really massive. It has an English version already and I think it's ready to release globally. Everything runs perfectly even though I can feel it has a better graphic than the PC version. On the mobile platforms, it will have an auto features for hitting the enemy with the basic attack, but we need to tap manually to unleash the skill. To reach a certain point, we can tap the world map to let the hero move by himself. It has a PvP base to measure your strength power. Anyway, Rivalis Academia New Dawn is one of the best MMORPG 2025 that has a school team background. What a great new experience! Dragoon Rebirth of Legend. Right now, I think the developers are taking more serious on developing the game. After we got so many Dragoon games on mobile, but all of them can't exist anymore. Right now, they try to attract the PC gamers to play the newest version. Because this version exactly has the similarity with the PC version and I'm shocked, it looks so identical. The graphics are absolutely nostalgic, even the music and how the ambience is really on point. The game's combat mechanism seems quite more simple because it has less combos and we can play the game way more casual in combat. We only need to maintain the energy once we release the skill. It's pretty easy to recover the energy while it will recharge by itself. Through this way, I'm sure the community of the end fans will come to replay. But I wish the developer would make the Dragoon world become a cross-platform MMORPG for PC and mobile. Ragnarok M Classic. If I remember, have tried about 5 Ragnarok MMORPG on mobile now. Let me know if I'm wrong, because I can't count it anymore. No matter who's the developer behind this project, they are always making a Ragnarok game with the similarity of the graphic and gameplay. But finally, we have something new. On this version, the developer tried to create no pay-to-win MMORPG 2025 by using one main currency, which is Zenny, as a microtransaction base between the player and NPC. It's a great idea because as a free player, we'll have a chance on collecting the Zenny easier by killing the monster and getting some quest reward. From the other RO games, this game is really playable on any device's level, no matter if you set the setting maximum. I'm sure low to mid and pawns will be able to run it perfectly. The game's combat mechanism is really simple. Every single action can be done by an auto, even for grinding the EXP. Once you reach a new level, then we can add the attribute status to strengthen your main hero. My question is, do you know how many Ragnarok MMOs we already had? Crystal of Atlan. This game has become one of the most anticipated action MMORPG on mobile. Every time the developer launches a testing, it always reaches the maximum number of the players. It's becoming an indication of how strong the enthusiasm is from the player. No wonder the developers are taking so long on optimizing the game before releasing it globally. I realize the visual is getting smoother now and making it less laggy. I would appreciate it because this part is the most request from the players' feedback. It has a dungeon-based MMO where we should get into the portal to clear the quest. Every player will be able to strengthen their character only when we visit the lobby, but seriously, the area is wide. Asking the NPC, chatting with the other players and powering up your heroes is able to do there. The combat mechanism is absolutely impressive. With a fast-paced combat on the air and ground will bring your combat experience to another level. Legend of Ymir. I wish this game will release faster than the expected date of the end of the year in 2025. The game will show us how the gods are from a Nordic mythologies. Some familiar gods will attract you to play from the Thor, Loki and also Odin. Through God's name, I'm sure you already guess what the game's storyline will be. It's kind of a realistic MMORPG that will represent a cross-platform games on PC and mobile. There are so many games trailers that show us how the actual graphics are and also the gameplay footage. It will have a PvP features and we should learn some special effects like knockback, knockdown and also dodge. As an MMORPG, the character movement and action is pretty attractive and it will become one of the best action MMO. I wish they made the action like Black Desert Mobile. The game's vibe seems so realistic and classic, it will show us how the medieval world is. Anyway, I prefer to play a game with the medieval era rather than the futuristic world. How about you? Starstride. This MMORPG is one of the best in 2025. I will declare it to everyone. The graphics are absolutely top tier level with so much improvement since the last beta, making this game is worth anticipating. It has a huge open world and we can freely access any spot through the portal and it doesn't cost any single penny. It made the player move and clear the mission way faster. It has a futuristic visual just by seeing the hero's design. It looks like a robot. We will be able to pick a different classes and it will determine our playstyle. The game's combat mechanism is hack and slash. We should tap the game manually to launch a combo, because the small extra icon will show up in a short period of time. The first impression I play, it seems like I was playing a PC MMORPG. Unfortunately, it needs some improvement, especially on the rendering system when we move into a new area. It's taking so much effort and make a laggy effect. Granado Espada M. Did you know if this MMO was released on PC before, but right now it's available on mobile with a better graphic and super smooth gameplay. Even the game has a high graphic, but the game size is quite low and pretty affordable for any devices to play in the maximum setting. It's kind of a newbie friendly because we'll have a partner as our ally and he will help us in combat fighting. We can't control the companion, but we are able to strengthen their power through equipment and adjust the skill. Playing with full auto will be the best way to grind the EXP because the enemy's level is way too low. Clearing so many set quests will boost your level faster while we are doing a main quest at the same time. I realized how the character really looks like a Final Fantasy appearance at all. Did you notice it? Granado Espada M gets so much good feedback from the players and get hype since it announced the trailer. I believe it will become the best MMORPG in 2025. Dragoon Academy. I love this kind of MMORPG graphic. It looks cartoonish but in 3D design character. At the moment, the game is only available in a specific country and not available in English version yet. But it doesn't matter because the gameplay is fully auto. The mission and the combat will do by itself. Even when we don't touch any single button for a while, then the character will move automatically and do the main mission. The reward we gain will get more than enough to reach a new level on a single mission. I just played the game for about 15 minutes, but my character has reached level 12. It's pretty insane how we can level up the hero so fast without any effort. Anyway, do you like this kind of feature? Or do you prefer to play a hardcore MMO? The combat mechanism is pretty simple. The hero only needs to wait for the cooldown time of each skill, and we can unleash the skill frequently without any limitation. While exploring the world, we can rotate the camera freely, but once we get into the combat, we can't zoom in or zoom out. I wish it will have more freedom so the player can decide the point of view. Yostar Continent. I guess you never know about this game, right? It's because the beta testing is only limited for a certain number, and the marketing team should be done more and fun for the wider audience. It has a huge potential to become the most played MMORPG. In fact, it has a combination of MMO base and survival. While exploring the world, we can pick and collect some material around and craft the tools to support the main character. With a Genshin Impact atmosphere, the visual making the game has an added value to enjoy. The game mechanism will let the player have a companion that will follow us along the journey. She will automatically do a basic attack and skill when it's ready. We are only able to navigate and control the main hero. Pointing the skill to the enemy is possible to do and lock the target as we wish. Altius. Any of you remember when this game was announced for the first beta? As I remember, it's been a while, it took more than 4 years already. It's really crazy how the game's developer maintains the estimate time before releasing it globally. As a player, we need to make a game to release faster and never let the hype pass by. But at least, right now it has an English version, but still the developer should add a voiceover to optimize the time that they wasted for. The combat mechanism is full of auto. We'll have a guardian to help us in combat, but he will not be attacking the enemy. He's only become a power booster to increase the main hero combat power. There is no indicator to represent the skill need, only a cooldown time. It's been a long time since I have seen a MMORPG with this graphic. I think a realistic MMO should get more attention now. In fact, this game is pretty smooth and available to play in the higher setting. Do you prefer an anime or a realistic one? Bonus, Mabinogi Mobile. I'm getting more excited after seeing the actual gameplay footage. I used to be a huge fan of PC MMORPG and this game's title get a huge appreciation from me. Mabinogi was one of the most played MMO back then, with more than 1 million players worldwide. With this new remake or a new sequel, we'll recall a veteran MMO to join and play it. The feature it has is really complete. We can do so many activities like take good care of the pet, fishing, planting, and also farming. It's like a combination of simulation, survival, and action games make a perfect example of a MMORPG 2025. Hack and slash is the main base. We can create a team up to face the huge world boss. These all are the top MMORPG 2025 game, Android, iOS, and some of them are available to play on PC, which means a cross-platform game. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks.